Hello and welcome to the Nexus League Season 4, Week 6. Today's game, we have Ghostface Ghouls taking on Dutch for our first game of the day. And then later on, we will have Alabama taking on Boosted Potato. All players are in the lobby currently for the Boost Potato game. And we're about to get underway momentarily here. And all players are in the lobby. Going to let them know that they can join. And with me today, I once again have T-Star with me on the cast. How are you doing, T-Star?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to some Rocket League. Looking forward to some TNL Week 6. And yeah, doing good. How are you?
I am chilling. I'm hyped for playoffs, man. This is intense. We had yesterday we had TRL beating 1% to qualify for the playoffs.
Very
And here we go.
exciting.
We're underway here in game 1. And
Got Prince and Polarity versus Stan and Sanita.
yeah. And Zane has been a pretty solid player for most of the season. Stan, a relative newcomer to the season, has absolutely put on a clinic as he's tried to put one in, but Zane is there to back him up.
I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, Prince didn't get that 50. Stan puts it behind him, and then looks like he bumped Polarity there, but
He might have just not felt like he had the time to put that one on target because he saw Pollard in the way there, so he's like, I'm just going to pass this off backboard. As Zane able to clear that one away, he's going to go to the wall here. Zane with the air dribble, he has control, he's got a little boost, and Prince able to get there. And Pollard dodges the demo there, bumps trying to come through from Prince as Pollard flicks there. Got some new stats to break up thanks to RL2 here that just dropped. Currently Dutch has 60% of ball possession as Zane puts another one in.
Good pass from Stan and good cleanup. I mean, I think Prince thought Polarity was going to beat Stan there, and Stan just touched it right over him and put them in a bad position. So 2-0 Dutch, minute in, it's looking promising.
And I believe Dutch just need a win and they are into the playoffs. I'm going to go double check that really quick as Stan gets that 50 for a bit of an awkward spot here as he's stuck one-on-one for now. Prince able to get back in time. Zane trying to take his time. Bang! Almost on target. Bump comes through. Polar with the shot.
Good awareness to get that demo on Stan and just leave the net open. Like Zane was going to boost there and finds the corner.
And I've pulled up the clinching scenario for this game. Stan almost slots that one top left. If Dutch win this game, they qualify for playoffs. Whereas if Dutch lose 3-2, they will have a -4 game differential, and they will need to hope that... Was that a Rule 1 in the net? I saw that out the corner of my eye there. If Dutch lose 3 in Game 5, They will have a -4 game differential as Zane just will not let me speak. He slots that one in, gets over Prince on the air dribble and doubles it in.
Very nice double. Seeing a lot of pressure come out early from Dutch. They have a lot of shot opportunities, and they're definitely letting them sink when they can.
The Dutch needs to hope that Vipers lose on Sunday if they want a chance to qualify, as that's an amazing save from Zane.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great attempt and a great save.
And Polar's going to take the dribble. That's a nice bump from Zane, but Polar might be able to do it himself. What control from Polar here. Wow.
Yeah. The control of that ball definitely shows why they're in this league and I'm not, because I could not do that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty decent with air dribbles, and I don't think I could do that consistently. As Stan's able to slot that in.
Stan finds the corner from far with just enough boost. Polarity a little bit too far forward to make that save.
So to finish up on that clinching scenario for Dutch, by the way, if Vipers win tomorrow and Dutch lose today in any fashion, whether that's a 3-0, 3-1, or 3-2, they will need to, and if Vipers win, then they will be out of the playoffs. What was that save from Stan? Wow. Like a brick wall.
Low boost. Pushing up there, a little dangerous, but...
And 50 on Prince. Polar has a shot. What a goal.
Yeah, it just seemed to spill middle after that 50, and Zane a little bit too far forward, and not sure whether you should push that or not, and isn't able to find the save. But yeah, that I think that came too because they were both players from Dutch were pushed up with low boost. I think they're pushing offensive, which is definitely what we want to see, but doesn't always help when you get left on the back foot. They have the lead for now, though.
Right. Once you're stuck on your own half, it's all about just getting #1 priority is getting that ball out and trying to conserve as much boost as humanly possible as Stan gets that 50, and that's an open net as Polar isn't able to get back, and it's 5-3 for Dutch.
Not sure where Polar was exactly.
Polar was going for that left corner. He was rotating back. He was coming back around.
Yeah, that makes it 2.
2 down with a minute left. As Polar could just have a bang right here, but he took a little bit too much time there. As Zane tries to get a shot, but he has to go back now. And 50? That's an open 50 for Stan. And it's 6-3 now with 42 seconds to go.
Yeah, that great 50 and having full boost just gave him the open net, so makes it 6, makes it way more dominant than the 1-goal game we saw, 30 seconds ago, but...
Right. Looks like Dutch have found their rhythm as Polar's able to clear that one away for now. He's going to take control. He has Polar in the middle of the field. He just decides to flick high. As Prince with the pinch. That one looked like I was going to be in. As Zane looking for a double to seal the deal. Prince with the save. Polar able to get that one away. Prince. Polar passing downfield. Prince gets the 50. It's not going to mean much other than maybe a consolation goal, but this one's going to fall. And
yeah, game 1 goes to Dutch.
13 shots for Dutch. Wow. As opposed to Ghostface Ghouls 11. Both
Yeah, I'm
teams had
trying
5 saves.
definitely a good showing from both teams. I think, if Stan had a couple great goal line saves that really saved them on the last the breakaway shots that Ghouls had, but I felt like Dutch had a lot of opportunities and Ghouls just weren't able to save them all. They had a couple times where it was like not necessarily an open net, but it seemed pretty free once the scrambling got done. So I'm not sure if there's a rotational issue for the goal from the Ghouls or if they just need to clean up the saves a bit. But they're finding the net a decent amount, but I think their defense is just lacking a little bit.
As we prepare to get into Game 2. And here we go, Game 2 underway. And one thing to note from that brief from Game 1 here is that the player who was on empty the most was actually Stan with 22%. Prince's average boost was in the tank. He had the most boost averaging in the tank in Game 1, which is either means he was not using his boost as much as he probably should, or he is just that good at managing his boost. As Prince has a one-on-one here as I say his name.
Good stop by Zane.
Zane with the air dribble here. Trying to imitate what Polar did early in Game 1. And Stan with a pass down to Zane, and it's saved away by Prince.
That was a great play from both teams. I think Prince had a low boost save on the backboard there, a great passing play, but they stepped up their defense, certainly.
Yeah, they were getting killed a lot of the time on defense as Prince trying to do it himself, but Zane is there to get that one away. As Zane just puts it to the left. He's looking for a demo on Polar here. Polar able to dodge that. Zane gets a touch. Prince with a shot opportunity. Can Polar turn? He can, and it's into the top left corner.
Yeah, nice zero boost shot there from Polar. Nice turn and nice finding the angle. Stan left out a boost in the middle.
He had about 50 in the tank. There, I think Stan just panicked in net a little bit there as Prince goes up for an air dribble here. Prince just gonna touch that middle. Polar decides not to rush. Smart decision. Stan has Zane in the middle. He's gonna go for an air dribble here. This is really dangerous as he goes for the bump. Polar able to save it for now. Prince has an open net opportunity, and he's gonna take it, and it's 2-0 for Ghostface Ghouls.
Very conserved play from Ghouls, just knowing that the Dutch was pushed up a little too far, and taking the open net, taking some time off the clock as well.
And very impressive play so far. Ghostface Ghouls playing very well early here in Game 2. As Stan gets a reset, decides not to use it, just takes a low 50. Prince, no boost in the tank, unfortunately. He just has to wait here. Zane taking his time as well as Prince gets a 50. Stan's going to get control now. Stan is very dangerous on the ball. As we've seen throughout the season, Polar gets a 50 on Zane. Stan's going to take control now. And Stan's just going to put that one on target, catches Prince out of position.
Yeah, it was just a little bit pushed up.
Yeah, he was pushed up a little bit too far there. Stan noticed it.
2-1, Ghouls up. I think they're finding their defense, and obviously the second goal that Ghouls got was is nearly open, so if you're Ghouls, you're just waiting for the opportunity when Dutch overextends. I think if you're Dutch, you're just trying to find Ghouls out of position like in that last goal. So
Right. I think for Dutch, the game plan should be just take control of the ball because you're very good with dribbling, especially for Stan. As Polar flicks and it's just off the crossbar. You have
great
two
flick,
players that
but
are very good at taking control of the ball and getting 50s, and I think that's as Polar goes flying. That's what you need to do for Dutch if you want to win this game and get the 3-0 and get into the playoffs. Because that's what Dutch are playing for. Whereas Ghostface Ghouls, I believe, are mathematically eliminated.
playing spoiler in this series.
And yes, they have confirmed they are, as Stan's gonna bang one in.
Great shot to tie up the game here. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. When they find their control and they can beat one player, then I think that's how they've found their goals. So
Zane touches that down. Forward, going for the air dribble solo play here. Can he get it? Looking for the double! Polar!
what a double from Polar.
Able to just barely get it above Zane. Stan, low boost, can't jump for that one.
I think that's the third tight angle double we've seen this series. They're definitely showing off their mechanics and saying the solo plays work.
And I think Prince probably could have passed to Polar there in the middle. As Zane gets the bump on Polar.
The awareness from Zane to go for that bump.
It's probably called by Stan to go there.
Yeah.
Some very smart play, and we have a tie game again. 32 seconds to go here in game 2. As Prince maybe looking for a kickoff goal, he decided to aerial and wasted all of his boost. As Polar gonna have a fun time with that. Prince booms it down. This could be a chance. Stan's gonna get a touch. One-on-one with Polar, who's getting chased. And
Nice.
it's off the bar. This could be a chance. Polar booms
bad.
it to Prince. It's gonna go into the corner. It's gonna bounce out. Polar, one-on-one. Is it gonna go in? No, we're going to overtime.
Just off the mark. There were a couple opportunities for both teams there, but I think some touches just got away from both teams.
If Polar just booms that downfield, Stan's almost just finished the game in 2 seconds there. And Zane gets a huge pinch downfield there. Stan gonna take control here. Stan with the air dribble got bumped, and the 50 from Zane.
50 from Zane puts it away. Yeah, definitely credit to Stain there for beating one and getting it to the backboard. Yeah, unlucky bump from Ghouls putting the ball at the backboard and Zane able to clean it up nice and easy. So goal goes to Zane, but I would say definitely credit to Stan there and Dutch up 2-0 in the series. Great game from both teams. Ghouls cleaned up the defense a bit and kept the score down, but weren't able to finish them off.
And shots were even this time around. 12 shots for both teams. A lot of the pressure put on Ghouls this time around. Having to make 7 saves as opposed to Dutch's 4. Dutch had it was pretty even field domination from both teams. Dutch barely edging out 52% field domination there in game 2. And Polar had a pretty bad game. Drive speed was a lot slower than it probably should have been. As we get ready to get into game number 3, Ghostface Ghouls need this to start crawling their way back. As Zane drops it down, the bumps come through and Stan's gonna put it in.
Good play. Finds an early goal. It's looking more like game 1 where they went up 2-0 in the first minute, finding a goal in the first 10 seconds. Promising.
And Dutch are not to be denied. Their spot in the playoffs. Been talk around the league that people are worried to play against them because a lot of teams see this group as a threat despite their record in league play.
They're showing it here. 2 goals up in barely any time passed.
You know, barring Ghostface Ghouls are obviously 2-8 on the season, but they are still very good players nonetheless. As Stan goes for the air dribble here, Prince is up as well. He's going to get the 50. Polar tried to rush it. Polar with a bang off the bar. As Polar passes down, thought he was going to look for Prince there on the pass. As Stan going to get a touch here. Zane driving this one down the field. Polar gets the boost. Gets bumped off the ball by Zane, excuse me. As Prince tried to pass it to Polar in the middle of the field and he just whiffed. As Polar puts one just off target as well. As Zane gets a small touch and Stan's gonna take control. Polar puts it to the side. Prince taking control, has Polar in the middle again. And Stan with a huge miss. This could be a chance. That's going to hang in the middle, but Prince doesn't have the boost. And that's going to be a save again. 3:15 to go. As Polar can't go for that, and Prince is going to get bumped. And that's 3-0.
The physical play from Dutch is not to be understated. I think they've had a couple great bumps, a couple good demos, and certainly that could explain the goal differential in these games.
Right. I think the physical play coming out from Dutch in Game 3, they weren't really, like, they had the air dribble bumping in Game 2, or I think it was it was just a normal bump in Game 2. Other than that, we haven't really seen too much physical play, but they're really starting to show it now here in Game 3. Just wanting to get in, get out, and get into the playoffs. As Stan gets a poor touch, Polar into the bottom right corner, and Ghostface Ghouls are on the board.
Want this comeback. Stan may be a bit too confident with that air dribble. Up 3-0 is understandable confidence, but once it becomes 3-1, you gotta lock back in. So
until you're up 5-0, no lead is safe.
That's true.
Even 5-0 is still a pretty questionable lead. As Prince with no boost in the tank gets demoed. Zane just taking his time. He's more than happy to, as they just need to waste time and get out of here. Polar has no boost. He's gonna get it now, but he can't take it up the wall for the air dribble like I think he wanted. As Zane gets a touch. Polar looking for boost. He's wasting a lot of it, just trying to drive around the field. Prince gonna go for the air dribble attempt here. No, he went low instead. Stan, one-on-one with Polar. Polar has got demoed, and Stan's gonna put it in, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, very, very good central play there. It looked like he was looking for Zane and got the demo consolation and then cleaned up the goal. I think Stan's the MVP of the series so far, but
they had
certainly
the
not out
passing
of the woods.
play. They had the passing play there, but Zane just whiffed on the read, but it somehow ended up working out still. As Polar one-on-one just takes it over to the side. Has to go off the ceiling now. He's got no boost, just drops it down. Prince should be there. He can't go. And another demo comes through. That's one thing that a lot of these players have noticed is you just have to demo Polar, and that's how you beat Ghostface and Ghouls. And a beautiful double coming through from Stan as he absolutely dunks on Polar's head. And
team double might seal the deal.
More than likely. Quick 3-0 for Dutch. Should spell danger for any team that is currently in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they certainly show that they have a chance at winning this thing, but
I mean, barring Smash Bros, is really the only team I feel like that would genuinely be a threat to this Dutch team at this point, because they are looking very strong as Stan just puts that a little too high. And Zane just gonna put one over. Prince passing over to Polar. Polar to Prince. Gets cut off by Zane. And Polar just maybe a consolation goal for Prince. No, he's just gonna touch it down. And that is going to be it.
Good game played by all. Quick 3-0 by Dutch. Leaving Ghouls to not play spoiler this season for Dutch, but definitely a good game. Some good double taps coming in from both teams. We'll have to see how this shakes up the seeding of the playoffs, but I look forward to the rest of week 6.